Coming up, I shuffle around some trash cans. Neglected 12-cylinder BMW comes out of hibernation.
Roll, my friend. Roll.
And I point my finger at a dead spider.
There's the dead spider from the last time. Guten Tag. I'm coming to you from the same place I was coming to you 3x months ago, from Karlsruhe, where behind that vicious garage door sits a legendary BMW E32 750iL with a magnificent but dead V12 engine. And it's time to bring it back to life. In what's part one now, we left off on me and the owner not agreeing on the price, but as I said back then, the owner is a really nice fella and we came to an agreement. She's coming back home, boys. Let's remind ourselves what do we have here, because it's been a while. I learned my lesson with these doors. Open and push all the way in. Hello, Your Highness. Stay. Good. Oh, looks like he did a bit of cleaning as well. That's nice. The eye poking device. Yep, pretty much same as I left it off. Except this bumper is sticking out way too much. I don't remember that. It's pretty much the same as I left it. The only thing is some cleaning happened here, and there's a cool bike. He has two wheels, and that's the extent of my knowledge about them. I don't remember this. This bumper is sticking out way too much. Not sure what's going on there. The windows, I gotta roll up all of those, and I gotta put some air in those tires. Everything looks about the same. Probably more dust and spider webs. The seat still broken. Let's see if the tires on that side have any air. That one is down, and that one is down as well. That's gonna be exciting. Hopefully no spiders this time. The tow truck is coming in a little while, and we have to push it out through here. And that's going to be a challenge because that driveway is really narrow. In case you forgot, this is a 1989 BMW E32 750iL. 4-speed automatic, V12 engine under the hood. A bit dead, but nonetheless. Here's the beast. Very dirty. We are of course not going to attempt to start it now. We're going to load it up on the truck, take it back to the garage and start working on it. Man, I'm really excited about this project. This setup is exactly the same as with the 8 Series with some small differences, but as far as the engine goes, I know a thing or two about them. And I'm pretty, well, I don't want to say confident because then that's gonna backfire, but I am a little bit confident that I can get it back into the life. Oh, and about 16 million of you told me that in order to unlock this car when the battery is dead, you have to lift the handle and turn the key. And I did not know that because I've never owned an E32 or E34, so thank you. But in any case, as far as I understand, that only works on the right side for whatever reason, and I can't open that door anyway. So the battery thing worked fine, and we're gonna do that again so I can roll up the windows. Let's go grab the air compressor from the Touring. Open sesame. This is my compressor that I borrowed from my E39 M5. You can see it has an M logo. How cool is that? And he has that flat tire fix that expired in 2003. So we're gonna give this car 12 Vs so we can plug in the air compressor in the lighter. Hopefully that's somewhere over there, and start pumping up the tires. Lift the hood. I wonder how many million leaks we have here. Let's quickly check the brake booster. And what do we have? Oh yeah, we have positive leakage. Ah, that sucks. And this one is different than the one on E31, I think. Yeah, but that's definitely, well, either brake fluid or pentazine, but that looks like brake fluid, which is going to be great for my skin. Now I gotta go wash my hands. I removed whatever that fluid was from my fingers and got gloves. Positive and negative. That's on. So let's find the lighter now. Where's the lighter? Don't tell me. Ah, there it is. In the back. The cable is not very long. That might be a problem. And hopefully it works. Of course. Ow, again. I knew it, and I still wasn't careful. Untangle. This tire has less than 1 bar, so we're gonna pump it up to about 2 bars. It's going up. This might take a while. This was repainted. The fender. Not sure about the doors yet. And that's 2 bars, which is enough for now. Let's go to the other side. I'm gonna get to the stem here. Barely move. There you go. Plug it in. By the way, now I understand why this car has aftermarket wheels. I did a bit of research because I want to get stock wheels, OEM wheels, and they use those TRX tires, which are no longer made in that correct size, but I think Michelin still makes some size that fits, but they're like ridiculously expensive, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do there. I know I definitely want to put OEM wheels. Oh, what happened? We have no more juice. There it is. Just needed a little jiggle. Come on, go up. Now the front right wheel. Creepy crawly all over the place. Let's hope something doesn't jump out and bites me. Stepping on something. Oh, I have to give it a jiggle once again. There it is. This car is gonna be a ton of work. There's no coolant as far as I remember. Yep, completely dry. So I think it's been 3, 4, 5 years since the engine was last running, and it was running poorly back then. That's what the owner told me, and that's why he parked it. He had a ton of work done at some local mechanic shop, and he was not an expert on this engine, so he got it running, but it never ran right, and that's why the guy parked it. It's gonna be a fun project. My first E32. Okay, all 4 tires are up now. Oh, now, there, come on. Oh, that's good. It has a nice smell, this car. Despite being left open, it smells like 80s leather in here. I like that. I like everything that came out of 80s, 90s. It was just better back then, you know? You know what my main concern is with this car? The fact that it's a German car, which means rust. And I just hope it's not a rust bucket from underneath, because that would be a big disappointment. That is good. Compressor has fulfilled its purpose. Does it have toolbox? Full toolbox? I think no. Oh yeah. Pretty empty. There is some stuff in it. It's rusty. Gonna have to source one of these full and clean this trunk. But it's a nice spacious trunk. Now I want to lift up the windows. So ignition on. Yep, signs of life. Let's try to lift that window. Go up. Thank you. The back one. This one. Very good. And finally, we are going to lower this one all the way down. And hopefully it doesn't stay there. But I need it down so I can steer the car. I think that's enough. Kühlwasserstand. Oh, there's so many errors. Just hold on a minute. First I have to take you out of here and then we can start fixing. Okay, I'm gonna put it in neutral and see if I can just move it, because I don't think I checked if the brakes were frozen last time. Hopefully they're not. Is that neutral? I believe so. Let's see if I can at least move it on my own. Nope. Nope. Is the handbrake off? Oh, the handbrake was on. That's not good. Good. Oh yeah, it's moving. Excellent. Oh yeah, so strong. Roll, my friend. Roll. I think I'm gonna turn the wheel a little bit because it needs to come out under a tiny bit of angle. There's just... I think that's progress. Yeah. Let's open the tiny gate. How do you operate this thing? There's a wheel. All right, that's something. This is gonna require some expert precision. The problem is if this car rolls down on me, how am I gonna stop it from hitting the gate? So I'm gonna borrow this and this. Oh, this one is full of nails. That's good. Yeah, we just gonna risk it. Actually, let's push it and I'm gonna jump in and pull the handbrake as soon as it starts going down. That's a smart risk. Ah, nice. Let's see if the brakes work. Oh, the seat is broken. Oh yeah, the brakes are working. Oh, this is interesting. Even the handbrake is working. This car is perfect. Oh, well, that's it then. Come on, move! Considering I'm doing all of this by myself, it's going surprisingly well. And now you can finally see the interior in the daylight. It's actually not that terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. Door panel has some wear here. Seat is not that ideal. We can fix that. Back seat, same story. That's where the battery goes. That's why that seat is looking like that. Steering wheel is completely worn. That needs to be recovered or replaced. Oh, even the stitching here is gone. The dashboard looks good, but this interior is so 80s. Look, the cassette holder. Isn't that glorious? The radio, we're gonna have to put in the original one. I don't want aftermarket crap here. We can finally see the front end of this thing. I mean, just look at it. 4 round headlamps, perfect size kidney grills. It's just a thing of beauty, isn't it? This is going to be a bit of a problem because this means the whole hood needs to be grinded down to metal and then repainted again. Probably there was some sort of damage here or whatever, so they used generous amounts of Bondo here and then it cracked. The incorrect way of doing things. Let's have a look at the doors on the right side and see how much rust we have here, because I haven't even seen this side of the car. From the outside so far it doesn't look it's rusty. Let's see on the inside. Wow, this one is not too bad. Oh, there's a tiny bit here. Yeah, it's not too bad. The battery is still in it. Safety, BMW Bavaria. From the inside. Haha, nice. No rust that I can see so far. Muy excelente. And yes, I know that's not correct way to say it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This seat is not terrible. Just needs really good cleaning. Ah, that's not nice. But you know what? So far, not so bad. Not so bad. Oh, I am a ridiculously strong human. Good. This is... I mean, come on. Credit where it's due. I took this third out all by myself, on my own. Just me and myself. And it's pointing in the right direction as well. I think paint is not too bad so far. Okay, I see the mirror is cracked up, but I think like the roof, trunk, fenders, all of that can be polished out. And the good thing is I'm not seeing any rust on the surface anywhere so far. And that is excellent news. As long as it's not a rust bucket underneath, you're golden. And by the way, I'm not going to be keeping this one either. This is something that I'm going to fix up, make sure it has old-timer tooth, and then sell it to someone who's gonna appreciate it and drive it, because these cars, they are not as appreciated as 8 Series, for example. They still don't have that value, but they're really, really nice cars because you can get them for a lot less money in better condition and still enjoy them. It's 4 doors, V12 at the front. There's some dents here and here, but I think this can be pulled out. I can get the dent guy again to come out and just pull everything, because I'm seeing quite a few dents all over the place. There's one here, here, and then a bunch on the side. On the doors, the front door has like 5 or 6 alone. There is some like cracking in the clear coat here, so that needs to be repainted along with the hood. The fender, absolutely perfect, no rust. And what do we think on the wheels, huh? I think they're not horrible, but I definitely want to go stock. I found a really nice set that I like, and it's not even expensive, it's 100 euros. The honeycomb, I think style 7 wheels. They look really, really nice. But the problem is the tires. Can I interest you in some Lebkuchen? These are really delicious, by the way. From an old school bakery in Nuremberg. After I eat this delicious treat, I'm gonna move the trash cans. There's the dead spider from the last time. Still there. The tow truck is stuck in traffic, of course. It is Germany after all. Home of no speed limit Autobahn and Stau. Okay, gotta move these trash cans around the corner so the car can go through. Trash time! Oh, this one is light. By the way, if you haven't watched part 1, I highly recommend you go and do that. Now we have a clear driveway. Oh, the handbrake is on. I can't believe I'm still managing to move it. But we are going uphill now. It's time to admit defeat. I cannot push it uphill. I think we're gonna remove the antenna, because one way or another this thing is gonna poke my eye out. In the trunk. How old school is that, huh? But it's so nice and solid. The doors as well. I mean, it's just solid, this car. I think the foundation is good to bring it back to life. Okay, help is here. We are going to push. Geradeaus, huh?
Wie lange dauert denn der 80 Monate?
10 Minuten. 10 Minuten.
Das meldet man vorher an.
Of course, German's gonna come to complain. Why wouldn't you? Wait. Oh, that's good. Come on. Ah. Oh, danke. Vielen Dank. That was something. I need to close the window. Handbrake on. That's all good. That's good. That went well, all things considering. I did the bulk of the work on my own, and then uphill he had to help me, but that's a Job well done. Starting to rain, he's gonna leave. I have to wait for the owner to do the paperwork, and then we're gonna catch up in the garage and unload this thing. And we are back in the garage. Finally arrived. I need to move the M5 somewhere else, and then the 7 Series is gonna go there. Project Riley that everybody's anticipating. You have to be patient, you know? Parts for that things are expensive. Cold start. God, I love the way this thing sounds. That front end, phenomenal looking thing. It's daylight, so let's mosey around. It needs a really good wash, needs an emblem, needs this inner headlight here, it's cracked there. Possibly headlight washers. No, these are entirely missing. Rims, I really want to go back to OEM, but I still have to figure out what to do with tires. There's some thinking and research that needs to be done there. And I just noticed this. That's not good. Windshield is delaminating. That sucks, because I bet new windshield is probably really expensive for this car. And it looks, it might be, is it heated? No, it's not. Oh, it is. It is a heated windshield. How advanced is that for 1989? This seal is a little bit perished, so we're gonna try to replace that. But rust-wise, the body looks really good from the outside. I don't see any rust bubbling, anything like that. Oh no! This one is cracked as well. How did I not see this? So I need both rear taillights. I bet those are expensive and difficult to find used. The other side, equally awesome. No rust, well, from the outside, but this on the door is the worst bit of rust that I found so far. That there, and that's incredibly difficult to fix. The only way to properly fix it is to replace the entire door or cut all of that out and weld in a new piece, which seems complicated and probably expensive. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do there. I'm probably not gonna repair it, just remove as much as I can of the rust and put rust converter on it to, well, slow it down from spreading. The interior needs really good cleanup. The wood is not looking hot. This one has tons of crackings and it's faded. I think a bit of polish can bring it back to life. For example, for these and in the middle, those doors. But this one here is by far the worst. The back, that's the grille that's missing from the front. Door panel, awesome. Sunshade here, that's broken. It's manual, but it should still retract, and it's not doing that, so that needs fixing. Headliner, obviously. Well, you know me, I like Alcantara, and black Alcantara will not go good with this car when you have gray seats, so I'm thinking gray Alcantara could be really, really nice to finish off the interior, but I'm gonna think about that, but that would be really nice. Hello, beauty. Dirty beauty. The thermostat housing looks horrible. So the complete cooling system needs to be overhauled. Radiator, fan clutch, all of the hoses, thermostat, probably the water pump. Expansion tank, wall covers are leaking. Something is leaking down there. I'm not sure if it's the master cylinder or the brake booster. If it's the booster, that's gonna suck. The oil cap is on the back, unlike on the 8 Series, it's there. You can see the camshaft in there. Looks good. Oh, and the banjo bolt, the notorious banjo bolt. And this is one of the main reasons we're going to have to remove intake manifolds and valve covers, is to make sure these are all in place and then secure them so they can never come out. The game plan with this car is to get it running. So first I'm gonna go through the fuel system. I'm gonna remove whatever is in the fuel tank, check the fuel pump, check the bottom of the fuel tank to see there's no crap. Then I'm gonna service the ignition system, remove all of the spark plugs, ignition wires, distributor caps, and then with spark plugs all removed, I'm gonna spray fogging oil into each cylinder, really soak it good turn the engine over by hand and then reinstall new plugs. Remove the belts so you cannot spin the water pump or power steering pump or any of that. And then we can give it a whirl and try to start it. The hood, I love the way it opens. That's just so old school. Don't mind that, that's for scrap, that's not mine. What is up with the fog? Can you even see me? Anyway, thank you to Andreas, the previous owner, for letting me buy this car. The plan with it is, like I said in part 1, which you should go back and watch in case you didn't. I'll leave the link in the description. But clean it up, sort it out mechanically, and get it to pass historic old-timer tooth so you can get H plates. I'm going to try and control myself with this one and not go all out as I did with Project Dubai, simply because these models don't have that much value yet, and I can't be upside down in this thing. The first step is, of course, to get the engine running and see its condition, and that'll be in the next episode. With this series, I'll try to do shorter videos, but still to the point, so I can bring you more content more often. We'll see how that goes. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, consider subscribing. See you next time. It's time to go somewhere warmer.